I feel like I'm struggling just a little bit. I had two of them that came up like white. So I'm getting some of the true leaves, if you can see some of the ones. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, I'm Catherine, the Aerogarden homesteader, and we are checking on seedlings today. These are the ones I potted up about a week ago with my tomato seeds. I feel like I'm struggling just a little bit to ensure that my soil blocks stay moist. I don't know if you can see over there, those ones in the back. They kind of look like they've dried out a little bit. I'm thinking of actually, so see how they're kind of in the long way? I've got one here that's going the other way under the light. I'm thinking of turning this one and doing the blocks this way instead of the pots. But I do have some seedlings starting to come up. So it's been about a week, which is probably right on track, I think. Now, obviously, it's going to be hard to tell for some of the, seeds. If I put them in a little too deep, it might take them a couple minutes to pop out kind of thing, a couple more days just to be visible. But so far, I've gotten some in the pots. And then over here in the Aerogardens, these ones, there might be some that have started doing their thing, but it's hard to see just because of the angle. But over here I do have, it looks like 3 or 4 are completely visible. And then there might be a couple more popping up somewhere that oh yeah, there's another one that I just can't see because of the angle. So that's how these are doing. Oh, there is actually one over here in the sprout. There we go. So it is happening. And then down here in the bounties, looks like I have a bunch going as well. These ones are all the Rio Grande, and the other ones in the Sprout and Harvest were the Romas. So it's looking pretty good. So really, what I should probably do is put this one going the long way and turn the blocks to go the other way. I don't know if the wall is doing something with the airflow and it's just drying it out more, because it stays nice and, well, it looks like it's moist up here, and it looks a lot drier back there. So probably just need to turn things a little bit. This will also make it a little easier for me to ensure it gets watered properly, because I don't want to blast it too much. I want to make sure I maintain the integrity of the blocks. Oh, I got another one back there. I didn't even see that. And these ones, I've just been bottom watering. I put a bit of water in the bottom and the pot just soaks up what it needs. So these are a lot easier, but I'm hoping the blocks will work because it's going to be less worrying about these plastic pots breaking and then what do I do with them, this waste. And I'm hoping it'll be easier to up-pot them to something for when I'm selling them. So that's kind of the game plan. I feel like soil blocks could be easier, but we'll see. It's got to work for me first. These are the Anaheim peppers that I planted. I didn't plant these ones with you. I actually planted these ones the next day because I didn't have any seeds, but looks like I've got about 4 that came up. So what I ended up doing was I went through, and I don't know if I'll be able to show this, I did go through and just add another seed to the pods that didn't successfully germinate, and hopefully I will get some more, because it would be nice to have more than 4 Anaheims. Over here I have the bells, and I think I got what, 6 bells, so 50% germination rate. That's awesome. So I did go through and added another seed on these ones as well, just to see if I could get more than 6. And the jalapenos, it looks pretty decent. There was about a quarter of them that didn't come up, so again I went through and I put in more seeds in all the empty ones, except the ones in the back. Those ones were the mini jalapenos. I didn't add extra seeds because I didn't have them upstairs. I will try to remember to bring those up in the next day or so I can, fill in the empty. I got 3 empties, I think. So 3 of them came up, 3 of them didn't. And I'm not sure why the ones that didn't come up. If it was a bad seed, if the sponge wasn't wet enough, or whatever. I don't know. And then I had 2 of them that came up like white. There's one there, which I did pull and put another seed in. And I got one back here that it's also white. And it seems a little stronger, so I might leave it for now, just to see if it will, I don't know, if it'll gain some color or not, or if it'll just slowly die. I'm okay if I don't have like full 100%, coverage of all the wells in here, but it would be nice if most of them are filled with the jalapeno sprouts. And then just something to be aware of, some of them did kind of get caught in the cotton wool. I've had to help a few of them out. There's one over here. They do get caught a little bit, so it's best to not, there's one in the back there. Best to not cover them completely with cotton wool. Just sort of lay the seed on top and they do much better, you know, kind of like what I did there. I just push the seed down a little bit to make sure it's in contact with the wet sponge. So the seeds appear to be doing well. These ones are, I believe they're 3 weeks old, and the tomatoes are, it's been 1 week since I did the tomatoes, and I think it's been 3 weeks since I did the peppers, if that makes sense. So the peppers are probably only like a week and a half old because they just sprouted, you know, 7 to 8 days after I started them. Then, just to show you what's still going on in the Aerogarden, I do have the celery. It is still getting bigger. I have not harvested any recently. I really do need to go and at least pull out all of the hollow ones and get those thinned. So I switched, so they got a week of rest from any nutrients. So that hopefully cleared up some of the extra that's in there. And then I started them back on the master blend. So the new ones, they look like they're coming in okay right now, but I literally just fed them, no, it was about a week. I fed them a week ago. So we should start seeing the effects of it if I gave them too much. But they're looking pretty good. And then I will show you the rest of the plants. So this is the cilantro. I just need to go through and harvest this. I should probably just make a salad because I do have the sprouts here. I did harvest some of them. They have just gotten big. They are just growing out of control. I really need to harvest them and eat them. So I'm getting some of the true leaves. If you can see some of the ones popping up here on the top, they've got some true leaves on them. But this is pretty much it. We still have the strawberry. It's still trucking along. It still kind of looks a little weird. It's got like tons of runners on it. I need to go through and up pot a whole bunch of these, except I don't have space. So it's just a vicious cycle of just no space to do anything. But anyways, this is how all of these seedlings are doing for my garden. This is how all of the stuff I have left in the Aerogardens is doing. So in the end, I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions about how the seeds are doing or what seeds I'm starting or anything, just let me know below. I will have some videos up at the end that you might enjoy, and I will see you next time on the Aerogarden Homestead.